Good day, ladies and gents. I'm Emilio Colon Sr. Welcome to the EC Show, coming to you from sunny South Florida. As always, my right-hand man, Mr. Swagger McDougan's about that life. Joseph Buto, the face of the franchise, Enasia Colon. David Pinto is with us once again, and this is a fully produced episode number 2 by Emilio Colon Jr. He's in the background, he's on the lights, he's on the sound, he's on the camera. If something goes wrong, we blame it on Jamil and Cairo not being here, and if everything goes right, EJ pulled it off. So happy you guys are here. As you can see, we are all in our brand new First Responder Protect gear. You can get this at enasiacolon.com. That's ENASIACOLON.com. This holds near and dear to us, and I'll explain why. First off, my wife is a nurse. The kid's mother is a nurse. She is a first responder. She literally helps out with healthcare and you name it. We wanted to show them some love. We wanted to show the firefighters that do their jobs every day some love. We wanted to show law enforcement. Dave is a former law enforcement officer. We wanted to show them some love as well. So Protect is a representation of way for us to say thank you and for you guys to be able to show us some love too, because this is a brand that you can see with the whole EC and the play on the word play. Let's do a round of applause. Now let's get to the good stuff.
Oh man. I'm gonna fucking set this one off. We have EJ with cue cards, by the way, because we always talk about shit before the show, and
I'm always reminding
yells at us very loud,
very loud.
Top of song, save for the show, and we fucking forget every single time. Mm-hmm. So we forgot. I said, all right, write it on the board, and we forgot what we were supposed to write on the board. We eventually remembered it, but it took us a while. So I was late today, and I'm gonna explain why.
It's the funniest shit ever,
man. My daughter's a ninja. That's it. So,
Hurricane
Cassiana is now Ninja Cassiana as well. I was trying to get out of the house. She never lets me leave, though. She never lets me leave. She'll grab onto my leg, whatever. Today she took it to the next level. My wife calls me. I'm already off the sawgrass, by the way. I'm here. I didn't even think, Born probably has a small sweater that she could wear. We could put her on the show. I wouldn't bring her here because I think she would just fucking break everything. I'd be buying you a camera. I'd be buying you a camera. It would suck for me. So my wife called me screaming. By the way, she told me not to bring this up on the show. I had to convince.
Sorry,
man. Listen, babe. I'm sorry when you watch this. I don't mean to laugh, but like, I'm on the phone with her, and I'm like, "There's just no way I'm not bringing this up. I have to bring this up. The world has to hear this story." We are parenting this very well. We are taking this very fucking serious because it's not a joke. She calls me screaming, crying. She can't find the baby. Do you have the baby? No, I don't have the baby.
Yeah,
I'm like, you should fucking look outside. She kept running outside when I was trying to leave. I ran back inside. My car was running. I went to go grab my gun and my Stanley. Shout out Stanley. And nothing. I drove here. And she can't find her. No. I turn around and look at my back seat. And the back seat of my car has black shades on all 3 windows in the back. So it's always dark back there. Like the seats are reclined. There's a fucking pillow. You can go to sleep. Yeah. Massages you, all that shit. I look back and like my eyes were still adjusting from the sunlight. And like once they finally focused, this little shit's sitting on my behind the passenger seat, tucked in, and she just happened to be wearing black pants. So like really the only thing out was like her upper torso, but my eyes didn't register. She fucking stayed dead fucking silent. I didn't have no music on. I was on 2 separate phone calls on the way here. So there was no music on. If she even farted, coughed, sneezed, even breathed loud, I would have heard her. And she heard me and her mother having the conversation that they couldn't find her. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, Stink! You hear me trying to find? I'm like, she's in the fucking car. She's
just there smiling.
Like, don't you smile at her. Don't you laugh with her. Don't you have any good time about this. And I didn't. I told her that this is very scary. I'm like, you were silent. I didn't know you were back here. I'm like, I could have got out of the damn car and closed the door. You'd have been in a hot car. She wouldn't have let me leave the car, though. I know that. I just know her.
That's hilarious.
No, but that's scary.
That's hilarious.
My dad hates that I call her that.
That's hilarious.
I've been calling her Stink. She's a baby.
Hurricane Cassiana
strikes again.
Oh my God.
She is currently doing a bid in timeout. And I got we're gonna roll right into it because it just plays on that. Speaking of bid, my wife is a fugitive.
Why? What happened?
Just found out today that Rachel is wanted in Monroe County.
For what?
The Keys. She's had a warrant for 3 years.
No way.
I swear to God.
What?
Hold on.
And we're over here producing TV shows.
I know we're what? Every Wednesday.
We're literally recording tomorrow.
So
what happened?
Well, Rachel got her health insurance license to sell health insurance, and they called and they were telling her, "Hey, your fingerprints came back. You're a wanted person. You can't get your license."
Right.
What? She's like, "I've never been arrested," because technically she has never been arrested. We got arrested once together at a.
Yeah, but nothing, anything.
Nothing. They threw us in a drunk tank and let us go on
Got
a
you.
cognizance at like 5 a.m. But she did get charged with nothing. She got thrown out. But she said, I'm sitting there thinking, like, what the fuck could it possibly? You don't even go to the Keys. I go to the Keys. I have a boat in the Keys that we run charter. And like, what the fuck could you? I'm thinking. I'm like, I really can't think of it. I really can't. And then it finally hit me. I was like, oh my God, you got a ticket there once on the way down there.
You never took care of it.
No, I took care of it. Her license is valid right now. Mm-hmm. Everything's good. So that's why we were so fucking confused.
Yeah, that's weird.
Trying to figure it out.
So I tell my brother, because my brother conveniently this morning was like, oh, what happened with Rachel's license? Like at the gym this morning, he asked me. I was like, everything's in motion. She's good to go. Sure as fuck not. She's been a fucking fugitive for 3 years. The cops have not ran her name in 3 years. She would have gotten picked up, brought to Maine, sat at Maine for an hour until she got on a fucking bus and they fucking brought her ass to Monroe County.
So what is she a fugitive for?
Failure to appear in court. When we were going on vacation, one time we brought the jet ski with us and the trailer, the tag was stolen. So we had a cardboard piece taped to the jet ski with the tag number and it said lost tag, stolen tag. So it must have flew off while we were driving, so we did get pulled over, and this was a little over 3 years ago. And she got a ticket for driving on a suspended license without knowledge. And now she has a misdemeanor fucking warrant out for her arrest since 2020.
Oh, shit.
I go, babe, you've been on the run for 3 years.
So listen, we want to give a shout out to the people in Monroe County. Listen to me. Rachel's on this show every Wednesday, knowledgeably. Today is the first day she just found out that she's a fugitive, okay?
Yeah. So I texted her, I think you owe me a BJ or I'm going to call Crime Stoppers.
Oh my
I'm
God.
going to call Crime Stoppers.
Oh my God.
She literally texted me back. All these laughing bitches. She goes, I thought you almost fucking crashed. I laughed so hard.
Oh wow.
But another happy ending with that one. We got in touch with the state attorney in Monroe County and she doesn't have a criminal history. They called the prosecutor. The prosecutor signed off to get rid of the warrant. But she's got to keep her head down for the next 2 to 3 days. They said the warrant is not lifted for a couple of days. So you know.
So technically, our fugitive will be on this show tomorrow. Recording.
But by the time
you won't see it.
It'll be a week later.
That's hilarious. Let's give a shout out to Rachel. We love you.
So that all happened in the past hour. What happened with you guys?
Oh, well, okay, so since Sunday, it has been an utter disaster for me and EJ.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody knows EJ and I are supposed to be in the Dominican Republic as of right now. I'm supposed to be in a flight coming back. I'm not supposed to be doing this. I'm supposed to be coming back. EJ is supposed to be in DR. We get to the fucking airport. The flight is delayed. We get to the airport. It's 30 minutes before our flight leaves. We just see our flight taxi in. Obviously, they have to clean it, and we jump on board. 1:10. The flight leaves at 1:44 in the morning. 1:10. They say the flight is canceled.
But your flight was initially way before
our
that.
flight was supposed to leave at 11:59.
Yeah.
So it was delayed by 2 hours.
Me and David were talking. In my history of flying, anytime a flight is getting postponed till 1, 2 in the morning, it almost always gets canceled.
Domestically.
Yeah.
Internationally, they fly overnight for 2 reasons. One, because it's cheaper, and 2, because you get to your destination in the morning.
Yeah.
Right.
Time change, yeah.
Right. So, for example, here in the States, if you fly from Florida to London or Florida to France, you fly overnight. So you're in the air overnight. So you arrive there in the morning.
Yeah, I gotta figure out how I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, so that's
If I
what
don't
happened.
Fly there? I don't know, man. I feel like we need a bed.
No.
Well, that's what I do. I fly
So
every
it's
time I
not
go
what
to Brazil. It's overnight.
Yeah,
I get there in the morning.
it's not what you think, because those airplanes are different. Those airplanes are completely comfortable. The ones to Europe? No, I'm not talking about the ones to Brazil. I'm talking about the ones to Europe.
Oh, Europe. Yeah.
We were on Air France. I kid you fucking not. This is a true story.
I forgot you went.
We went on Air France there and back. Enasia will tell you. We were knocked out, comfortable, whatever. Alex, who just so happened, shout out to him, who just so happened to be in Denmark, came back with us on Air France. He flew Air Portugal there. He ended up flying with us back. He was like, what the fuck? He was like, I get all this shit on him. Like, yo, I'm sleeping. What are you talking talking about it. He's like, yo, we get free liquor, we get free everything. And I was like, yo, I didn't get this shit on the way here. I was like, nigga, book Air France next time.
Shout out Air France.
Shout out Air France.
I've flown it, but I'll do it next time.
EJ and I are supposed to be in DR. We're supposed to leave tomorrow. I had to change everything, cancel everything, reschedule everything. Such a nightmare. I spent the whole day doing that. So we are leaving tomorrow. EJ and I will be in Dominican Republic. I'll be back the next day. EJ will not be here for 3 weeks. So let's say farewell to EJ. Bye, EJ.
He's so worried about being over there. Look at him.
Jacking fucking home runs, all that shit.
No, but other than
I'll
that,
be waiting for you.
everything is okay. Enasia and Rachel are supposed to record by themselves tomorrow. Let's see how this ends up turning out.
Yeah,
I won't be here for the second show.
They have to do everything by themselves. And I think they're going to try to figure out a way to do something like earlier in the day, because obviously it's Giabelle's birthday.
Tomorrow's my oldest turns 14.
Oh, by the way, before I forget, this show is sponsored to you by Katie Power Greens. Katie Power Greens is our urban microgreens farm here locally in Cold Springs. We had our first open farm. We can actually put some of the footage inside. David will make sure he'll get that. It was awesome. Really good. It was really good. And here's the problem, right? So unfortunately, David wasn't there because David was with his family enjoying little David's birthday.
I really wanted to be there because it looked fun.
It looked fun. Yeah. And I kid you not, I was telling the people that were there, we were trying to introduce them to what we're trying to do, why we want to do it, how this came about, whatever. I was telling the people there, I was like, listen, today is the day to get as much as you can, because today will be the day that you will most likely get the most out of it. Because we're not weighing it, we're not measuring. We're allowing you to be introduced to this so you can constantly get hooked on it.
Yeah.
I hate to say this, kind of like selling drugs.
Yeah.
So anyway,
the green crack.
Sure enough, I told all of them, I said, listen, I said, trust me, get as much as you can, because you're going to go home and you're going to want more.
What happened?
That's exactly what happened. I've been getting text messages all day. You're right. I should have got more.
Did the lady bring her neighbor back?
Yo, shout out to Aubrey. Aubrey, we love you. We can't wait to see what your greens look like as well. Aubrey was a lady that came to us through a friend, and she was just so excited. Yeah. Overly excited. She was like, oh my God, do I get to grow it? Do I get that? Like, she was like all over the place. She was amazing. She bought her greens. She left. She told her neighbor. Her neighbor came back with her daughter in it. It was amazing. Awesome. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Enasia was there helping out. Like, Aubrey's so like big, and it's like it's nuts. It's crazy. But I was happy that we were able to show what we've been doing for the past 2 months. You know, everybody else that we give samples to, they know it was good to display it. And then the response that we're getting is just like it's amazing.
It's fucking great from the first day I tried it with you that you brought it in.
Now I have to say something on here, and it has to be shown. I was shitting my pants, and Enasia can elaborate. Please elaborate on this. I was shitting my pants.
So basically,
because we had a lady who came. She's a personal chef, and she she knows everything. So there's no fucking. I have to have my.
There's no telling her.
Yeah, there's no telling her.
Yeah.
So when she started saying the same shit I was saying, but like adding 10% on, I was comfortable then.
He was. He said that when she started talking, and she came in and she was all excited because she was excited what we were doing and everything like that. And you just see Dad in the corner like.
I would have been scared too.
No, but I told her. I said, out of all the people that were coming in today, I said I was the most. I told my wife, I told my son, I told my daughter, I was most nervous for you because you know your shit. Yeah. So there's no. Like, she knows the antioxidants, she knows what vitamins are in it, she knew everything. So I'm sitting there saying, okay, what does sunflower have? What does fucking peas have? Like, I'm sitting there doing a homework, and I haven't been in college or high school in 20 fucking years. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was
going to say, you went to college?
No, I went to barber school. But I'm saying, like, but that's the point. I'm sitting there, in my head, I'm like, fuck, she's going to know everything. But then... she was nervous to meet me, and I was like, "Oh shit, this is gonna work out perfectly."
Let's shake this all together real quick.
No, and I'm just standing there like, "Do you want to cut your microgreens?"
She was so comfortable. She was so comfortable. She got some sunflower. She loved it. She was big on making sure that we spoke and talked to the greens more than anything else, and make sure that we take.
My brother did that. That's a real thing.
Yeah, it is.
My brother, when he grew weed in Colorado, he had 1,000 plants, and he would play music for them. Even when he would leave the grow, he would leave the music playing for the plants and shit.
Well, maybe that's why the microgreens are working out. Because when I'm in there, man, I'm playing Linkin Park. That's a little bit.
It's a little aggressive.
Whatever, it doesn't matter.
It's working out.
My brother's like playing like T.I., Meek Mill, and shit, like aggressive hip hop.
But here's the fucked up part about this whole situation, right? We grow greens.
Right.
We grow greens.
Yeah.
Why does everybody think we grow fucking weed?
weed. I know it.
Well, it doesn't help when we say we grow greens and then we call the place the farm. It's
I
like
sent a video to a couple of my friends, and they were like, "You're growing weed?" And I was like, "Bro, we play soccer together. Why would I be growing weed? Like, does that make any sense?" Like,
hey, listen, man.
Aubrey's mother.
My dog just hid in the backseat of a car. Okay. Really crazy shit.
Aubrey's mother, because Aubrey had told her mom that she was coming to a microgreens farm. She goes, "I'm going to the farm. They grow greens," and she's like, "Is that code word? Is that?"
Am I not hitting on something? Am I missing
Are you really going to get marijuana? She's like, "No, I'm going to get greens." Like,
it's like your generation does that now. You go there and cut your own. Like,
so it was. It was amazing. It was absolutely.
He names on this corner.
It was absolutely amazing to see the response. It was crazy. We had Yvonne who came through with her daughter. Her daughter was cutting greens. We had Heather and Courtney come in with Stacy. They were cutting greens. We're just so thankful for everybody that came by. They enjoyed it. I'm getting so many pictures and videos and the basils. Oh my god! Like some of that stuff until you touch it, like, and it gets into your fingers.
Yeah, listen.
my fingers started turning like color after I kept cutting them. So
I cut the rest of the cilantro yesterday or this morning. No, yesterday. My hands smell like cilantro all
fucking day.
I was laying in bed.
It's not.
No, I was laying in bed. I showered. I washed my hands, and I was sleeping. I was laying in bed, and I was really like, "Oh my god, I still smell like cilantro."
Welcome to the world of being Italian. Rachel came into the room today and was like, "Did you make something with garlic?" I'm like, "Spot on." Maybe literally had just eaten pasta with butter and garlic.
No, but the microgreen stuff was a success. We're gonna pull off 2 more in the month of July. 2 more in the month of July, July 9th. And July 30th, we're going to pull off 2 open farms, or just invitation only. You have to know somebody to know somebody. You got to get in on the in.
Get in.
Yeah, get in. Get in. Literally.
Katie Power Greens.
KatiePowerGreens.com. Get in. Yeah. Follow us on Instagram and everything. We're just so excited.
They really
They're really good. What's your favorite? What's your favorite?
Sunflower.
That's what I'm talking about. This guy's just eating it straight out of the container, dude.
People call me a fucking lizard all over Instagram. Like, bro, you literally look like that. Because I fucking posted that shit. I was cruising on the fucking highway just eating handfuls of them.
You know what's crazy?
If it was to eat one like the way you eat, it would be sunflowers for me too. Because I feel like it just has that taste of its own.
Yes,
you know?
It's been very.
Because broccoli, I tried the broccoli by itself, but I don't know.
I like the broccoli.
That's what I'm
with
saying.
the bagel.
It's good enough to just. I housed them.
I did something yesterday that I was just fucking with the shits, and I had an open face turkey sandwich.
I made it, by the way.
And I put the basil on top of it, and I kid you not, that shit was fucking amazing.
I told my wife.
I'm hungry right now.
It was so good. It was delicious. It was amazing.
I need to start eating better too, so that's good.
Yeah, dude, the broccoli.
Out
of everything, the broccoli is the most nutritious.
Yes.
It's the healthiest.
And according to Elena, it's 50% more than its counterpart. Yes. I said 40. She said 50. So
it's normally 40, but if she's saying 50, we'll go with it. It's better than 40.
We got in our cue card. We have to talk about David. How he used to.
I guess you got to talk about me.
Wait, I wasn't paying attention.
Everybody says that who's met me after I was
wasn't paying attention. How did this happen?
So basically we were talking about the Protect stuff, and I was like, David used to be a cop, but then I remember I saw an old picture from being a cop.
He had hair.
Insert a picture.
He posted. Yeah, we're gonna insert a picture. And he looks completely fucking different. But I was like, I think I like you better with hair. Without hair. I like him better bald.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like,
but
I miss my hair.
Let me tell you the truth.
Yeah.
This kid had the easiest lineup to do ever.
And here's the thing: you were the only person that could ever line up my fucking head.
Like seriously,
I went to so many I knew Born before, but I went to my other friends were like going to other barbers and stuff like that. I was like, I'll try it out. I never went to like a barber to get shaped up, and I was like, I'll try it out. And then they would always fuck up my thing, and I was like, well, I'm gonna go to Born, and then Born is the only one. That's why I kept going to him.
Yeah. So for his wedding, and he has a picture of it in his living room.
Oh my god, I saw that picture.
His lineup is sharp as fuck, and I'm like, damn, son. The days when he had hair, Jesus.
Bro, when we were your age, we used to take Q-tips and we would dye our peach fuzz that we had on our face.
These fucking idiots. These idiots would go and they would get beeswax and put beeswax in their hair and make their hair stick up straight as high as possible.
Listen,
we can't use our clippers through that. So the problem was they had to walk to the.
How long was your hair?
They had to walk to the supermarket and wash it out in the bathroom.
I had braids. I've had every haircut. Unlike my brother. My brother's had like the same haircut since like the 2nd grade. I've had them all. I think the only one I didn't do, I planned on doing and ended up not, because I was dreading it.
Right.
I was gonna lock it up before I cut it, just to try it out for fun, but I ended up not. But that's the only thing I've ever not had.
So between Katie Power Green's open farm, which was very, very successful in my opinion, Protect officially coming out July 3rd, even though we have all of it ahead of time, and some people that have been, supporting us and stuff like that, they have merch already because they deserve it. Like, if you have been supporting Enasia and EJ and our business since last year, like Joe and Rachel have immensely, you deserve every drop early. You deserve to have every color that other people don't have. It's just facts. It just is what it is.
Bro, they have freaking colors I don't even have. Like,
I'm a hoarder.
Rachel has everything because that's the only thing she ever posts herself.
So here's the
wearing.
problem. That's a little bit my fault, and I'll explain it to the audience.
well, it's not a bad thing. I'm not saying
I'm big on making sure the product gets into the hands of the people. Because when you get the product into the hands of the people, when you're producing the right things, that's how the word gets around.
Right.
So for me, if we create certain things, and it just so happens, maybe I'm holding it for Ine, and then I have to get rid of it before she gets, I'm like, I'll just make her another one. Like, I don't care. Like, and then I forget to make her the other one. So that's how people end up with stuff that Enasia doesn't even have. Like, that's just how it happens. It's not because she's the owner of the company and she should have it. That's not the point. The point is, we separate everything for Enasia on every drop.
Like the first, I get the first pick, but then when I go to college, I sometimes don't take everything that I have. I try to ship it, but then they just end up selling.
So in all actuality, this is the truth. Rachel Buto has more stuff than we have.
Yeah.
Than me.
She got it all. She lives in it. She lives no matter what color it is.
Instagram made her reel today, and her reel was all this stuff.
Yeah, when you posted that, I was like, that is true. Because
It's
I've
funny.
only seen her with
I
the
meant
gear
to tell
from
you
here.
this too at DPC, the indoor pickleball.
D&M pickleball.
Sports complex. Shout out DPC, my guys over there. My boy Gene. He asked me about the Respect hoodie, and I got to explain the whole story behind it, and he loved every bit of it.
I'm thinking about doing this is maybe we switch from pick a ball to Friday nights over there. We play Friday nights over there.
I play it.
And I will cover the cost of everybody that plays for us, but they have to wear Respect gear.
You see merch?
Yep.
You can wear anything. A hat.
I think I'm gonna become a member there. Honestly,
They have a membership?
Yeah, it's expensive. It's expensive
as shit.
But
$1,500 for the whole year.
Yeah, but Gene was like,
put me on a payment plan.
You know what? He was like, we've been open 10 days. You guys have been here 7 of the 10 days. I was like, fuck.
Oh, so they just recently opened.
No, that's because you're a bunch of fucking addicts.
No,
you didn't see the video, EJ and I. Did you post it? Did we post it? The video of EJ and I playing pickleball in the front with
Bro,
the
he thinks
use
he's
the car as a-
He's in
truck.
Play over a truck.
Yeah, look. I'm showing you.
We gotta plug that. I've been
Yeah.
getting a trigger finger. My.
Oh yeah.
Yo,
this is
insert
me.
this.
Yeah, we're gonna insert. That's fantastic.
Yeah, Joe, he hit one good ball and the rest was just
You should
That's
make the
fantastic.
compilation of EJ keep hitting it into the Tacoma. And
Oh my God!
Okay, here's the thing. If
You
I
hit
hit
that a lot.
if I hit it too hard, it's going over his head. If I hit it too soft, it's hitting the Tacoma. So it's like, you gotta get the.
You gotta get a perfect fit. It's actually good. Maybe I should do
I'm not
my.
So where are we playing? So where are we playing tonight? We playing at?
We're gonna play in the head.
Oh, we're playing at that. Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
we're gonna
okay.
play in the head.
Hi, you hungry? Looking for a tempting treat? Hold on till I absorb some heat. Some added tang might please you too. I'll slide into an oven-fresh bun, and I'm ready for your eating fun.
Why don't you try a juicy good hot dog? Mmm, delicious.
Pickleball at Cypress Head today. We haven't been at the head in a minute.
I know. I've been a degenerate over there. But he was like, get one.
Don't get it twisted. It's dope.
It's
It's
fucking
dope.
amazing. It's amazing.
I'm gonna tell you what the real
I'll
problem
live
is.
there.
This is the real problem. Please understand and hear this out, right? Joe is extremely generous. Extremely generous. Joe will never take $1 from me, and I will never take $1 from Joe. Right?
Yeah.
So what ends up happening is D&M costs us $40 an hour. So if we book for 2 hours, it's $80. Joe's not taking any money from me if he books it, right? I'm not taking money in from him if I book it. No one's taking any money from Crate because Crate shoots all of our freaking footage and he never takes $1 from
And
us.
Craig booked the night before, and didn't ask me for money.
So it just doesn't
This is
happen.
how we are.
So there you
You know
go.
what I mean?
So you're down me, you're down Joe, you're down Crate. That's 3, right?
Okay, then on the way there, I was telling Dookie, don't pay me. and it's impossible not to get Dookie. Like he's always like sneaking around buying my shit. And, like that's my fucking move. I be doing that. Don't fucking steal my fucking move. I said I was cheating, faggot. So he's leaving. We're still playing the last game.
He puts the $20 in my bag by accident.
Yo, and he's holding up a dub, and I was like, keep it. I told you it's on me. And he's like, and he looks at my bag the bag that I gave EJ, thinking it was still my bag, and he just puts the $20 in the bag. He's like, peace out. I was like,
yo, where that $20 at right now?
Fucking dad gave it to me, Dave.
Yeah, I know. I get it.
But it's like I could never get Dookie.
So that's the problem. The problem is some of the guys that come, you know, we have to take care of, or we just take care of naturally. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But it's just then it ends up. It is what it is. So,
but you know, it's you know, then you got to sit out and you're on a timer.
But it's not okay. Let me rephrase that. None of our guys are cheap, but it has nothing to do with them being cheap.
No.
It's just that we don't even. We don't take. But we don't take the money from anybody. Yeah, that's the problem. So it's the collecting part.
We just ended up. Now we just take turns in booking the night.
Right.
And so here's the issue. Kind of works out the same way.
I have that same problem with Dave.
What,
when we discuss pricing, and Dave's like, I don't know, dude, that's not my thing. And like he's just like, you do it. I'm like, Dave, like you have to understand, like some of this has to, like Dave and I were talking about this past Sunday, and in the beginning, I'll be the first to admit it, I didn't upsell in the beginning of the farm. Like I was just allowing people to come, take what they wanted, and leave. Yeah. It wasn't towards I got a rhythm. Yeah. To where I actually started
makes sense.
It makes sense.
It makes sense. Yeah. It was the first.
It was the first. And then you would tell you, like, people were just picking, and we were just like, okay, all right, $15. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, wait a minute, hold on. What? No. Hey, listen, hey. Get that.
Which you can notice, I'm looking at the emails with the receipts, and I was like, 14, and it was like 40. 50. I was like, what happened?
What's going on? No, it was just stage fright. Okay, so here's the problem. No, the problem was in the beginning, you're kind of telling the story.
Right. Yeah.
You're building it up. But then you start to realize you're only on 20-minute time intervals with appointments. So the story ends up taking so much time. So you're like, man, let me shorten this shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Now, shout out to Enasia, because Enasia was playing biller. So she had everything they took, it was already in the cart. Yeah. And she just literally passed me my iPad and was like, hey, go ahead, put in your credit card information. That was it.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
So I had to get what they wanted, and then like I also had to like show them, like I had to grab the tray, put it out, and then they were like, oh, what it tastes like. I was like, try it, like you can try it right now, just try it. And then when they were trying it, I was putting in what they wanted, and then I was cutting it. It was
I kid you not, I specifically told Heather, and shout out to her, Heather, I love you to death. I said, Heather, you're not taking enough. Take more. You're gonna go home. You have 3 other people in your house. Yeah. And then you're gonna call me and be like, yo, I need more. And sure enough, she texted me today and she's like, you're right. She even put it on Instagram. You were like, you're right.
Yeah, because when you're eating it, when they were trying it, they only would take like 1, and then they'd be like, I was like, bro, you have to take more than 1. You can't just take
Yo, Joe, the sunflower was so good. I remember one time I ate like a whole thing of sunflower. Was like, it's gone. It's gone.
That's what I did.
And that tray was gone from that.
Yeah, it was.
Before I got home,
some of them did ask about recipes, so we did do the right thing by having recipes kind of like.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, shout out to David and his dyslexia though, because some of the recipes just misspelled.
Listen. I've already told you need to proofread everything I sent you.
Special. SP. SEPEC.
Listen, I just go like this, and I hate proofreading anything. So I was like,
I mean, spell check doesn't even like work anymore. It's like
it changes the
word. Spell check was the shit.
Yeah,
like the original spell check. Now it's like it might think that word is the fucking new word.
Yeah,
the shims and the community, they make up new words every day.
Even the computers are confused.
No, the computers are like, there must be a new identity. I'm not even gonna fucking correct it.
So this is actually gonna happen after. So this will be recorded, and then Enasia will do it. So this Friday, Enasia is scheduled to go to. Hold on, I'll tell you right now. It's Firehouse or Station. What is it again, Enasia? Do you remember?
11, 10, 20 something, 24.
Let me double check. Hold on, I don't, and I apologize because I should know this. Sorry, it's Pompano Beach Fire Station 24, Rescue Station 24. She's gonna do a photo op over there where we're literally gonna go over there and we're gonna give out merch and basically take photos and tell the guys thank you so much. Cool. Yeah, of course. So
that's really cool.
It's more to be able to get our stuff into the community more than anything else. Obviously, we'll go to some. We'll go. There's no more poll, by the way. They got rid of those.
I took what you just said to a completely different As a father of 3 girls, my job is to keep my girls off the pole. No strippers in our family.
Jump in and just.
So no, but we'll definitely touch base with more people around here when I get back as well.
Did they play pickleball in the firehouse?
100%. Shout out to Lewis. Lewis told me the other day they were slow. They played in the firehouse. I wish I could get the footage. He played for 2 hours.
That's fucking sick.
2 hours.
I'm gonna be a fireman.
Oh my god,
dude.
We were just talking about how we want to go to jail. Now they're playing pickleball in 2 California big penitentiaries. I forgot the name of the first one, but the second one is San Quentin. And they're dropping a documentary on how pickleball is changing the camaraderie and the mental state of inmates.
I think this is what I think. I think the rules of pickleball needs to be a little bit more lax.
Yeah.
So here's my thing, right? And I'm gonna tell you why. I can't stand dinking. I can't stand dinking. Dinking is terrible. I can't stand that.
It's like the biggest
and then
part of the
other
game.
thing I have is, for example, right? If my partner mishits a ball, and the ball doesn't hit the ground, I should be able to hit the ball over to continue the point.
That is one rule. If it doesn't hit the ground, I think it would make the game a little cooler if only your partner could save that.
That's what I'm saying.
Only your partner.
Right. So, for example, if I alley-oop it to you, and I go, Joe, and you then smash it across the thing, that would be cool.
That would be pretty cool. I guarantee you, there's different ways to play the game. I bet you people do play the game like that. There's a style of play called rally point, which you play to 21.
Yeah.
Which you could score on the other person's serve. So the serve would still switch around per point, but instead of it just switching from the other player and we don't get the point.
And I'm getting tired of being told what I can and cannot do. And then I go online and I see on YouTube these motherfuckers jump serving and all. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Like,
everyone there's a fucking set of rules. There's one set of rules. It's the fucking U.S. pickleball rules. That's the rules.
Pickleball's like
it's like any other fucking sport. People make up their own fucking rules.
It's like Uno. Yeah. Uno, everybody. It's
everyone's
house rules.
Their own
house rules.
I'm putting a draw four on top of a draw four on top of a draw four all day long.
Yeah. We do that shit all the time.
And you draw fucking 12 cards.
16. Fuck 12. And if you call out the right color and you say blue, I'm putting a draw 2 on top of that.
We used to do, so my dad and you met Renata and Igu, shout out to them, they're close friends of mine. We used to do, it was every other, I don't remember if it was Friday or Thursday, but we used to do Uno night. Man, it would get fucking intense.
It gets intense.
We used to do that with what?
Spades.
But then we used to switch because they have like different Unos coming out all the time.
Dos?
Well, we couldn't figure out Dos. Dos made no fucking sense. It made no fucking sense. But they have like Uno flip where it's like 2-sided cards.
Yeah, if you draw the card, you have to flip it around and then
the black side, the black and neon side, there's like a plus it's like I don't remember what, but it's like a high plus number, and we would just stack them on each other. We're like, fuck, you gotta get plus 20
That's
now.
probably the most world-renowned game to having 38,000 different variations.
Oh yeah, and then have you ever seen the memes of like Uno responding to people on Twitter?
Fuck them! Fuck Uno!
Yeah, that's what I said. I was like, fuck
Uno
you,
Twitter, fuck you! That's bullshit. No one reads the fucking rules. We make up our own rules. Don't tell me I can't put a draw 4 on top of a draw 4 on top of a draw 4 and have Enasia draw 12 fucking cards.
Yeah, they did respond to me on Twitter and said that's not the rule.
Yeah, no, but it's house rules.
It's
it
like, you know what?
matter what you say.
Fuck off.
Yeah, fuck you.
Straight up. You can wear shoes in some people's house, some houses you can't.
Exactly.
Fuck that.
Like when we play spades or when we played dominoes, we had house rules and you had to adhere to it. Some people wouldn't play that a key is like when Born would play Kapiku and he would slam it. That just means it was
locked on both ends, like meaning like you have the last one on both ends.
Yeah, like it's the last 6 and the last 4 you send the 6-4. That's a key to us or Kapiku. Some people play it that even if it's not the last, if it just matches those two sides, it counts as 2.
Yeah.
But my house rule is when it has to be the last one on each side.
Okay.
Yeah. So like, because it's a lot harder to set up that way. Yeah. The other way, it can happen by accident.
Yeah, it can happen by accident.
By 100 times. There's been keys that fall into people's lap. I've been trying to work a key in dominoes, and I'm like, I got this fucking key laced the fuck up. I've called it with 7 dominoes in my fucking I'm looking at it, this one's a fucking key, boys. And literally the last one, those are the table breakers. When you call it with 7 bones in your hand, like this is a fucking key, and you get that key, that domino comes down on that. I've almost broken my hand.
I think no lie. I think we went through 5 tables.
Oh,
in a month.
I have one sitting in front of my house right now, broken.
We went 5 tables in a month. That back then we went through 5 tables that month. We were just going to Home Depot and just buying the same table, knowing that it was gonna break.
I would sit there and everyone.
That was the best thing though. Like, but But we would get so mad at the people that slam for no reason. Like, Pat is a habitual slammer. Like, Pat would slam every domino.
No, what about the worst one? So, like, in dominoes is a way of talking to each other without speaking.
He's the biggest table talker.
Yeah, so here's the problem. The problem is you would have all your dominoes in your hand.
Pat's just a fucking cheater.
You would be 2 dominoes in, right? And if I took one domino out of my hand, and I took it and I grabbed the end part of it and I, like, slid it, that was like a way of telling my partner, yo, I need this shit. This is me. Keep it here. Like, obviously, you dumb fuck. Just put the domino down and keep it moving. Like,
yeah, like, dominoes are very intricate. It's very intelligent, like, intricate. You got to really pay attention, like, what people are running from. And that's how you develop the skill of playing dominoes. Right. It's not just matching numbers. You got to count. There's 7 of each number.
And then seeing the different cultures when they play dominoes, like how Spanish people play dominoes, how Caribbean people play dominoes, it's just hilarious. Like, I've seen a Jamaican, I seen 2 Jamaicans and 2 Spanish guys play dominoes. It was the funniest shit ever because the Jamaicans instantly from the first bone pick were claiming that the Spanish people were cheating. Instantly, your brethren, you're cheating. Like, it's like real quick, just in there. You cheat, you're
not
fucking
good
cheat.
thing.
No, you're fucking cheat.
Me and my brother, right after Ronnie, remember Ronnie?
Yeah, Ronnie.
Shout out.
Helwig was his name, right?
Ronnie Helwig, yeah. He was murdered in Honduras coming out of the gym. A friend of ours, yeah.
Tried to kidnap him.
Yeah, they tried to kidnap him. Long story, family history over there. But me and my brother ended up in Honduras probably like 2 or 3 months after that had happened on a cruise. It was just one of our stops on the cruise. And we were on the island and this guy comes up to me and my brother and he goes, $20 a person, I'll give you the best day of your life. I was like, what do you mean the best day? What's the best day?
What does that mean?
Because I will show you the best time on this island. And like as he's saying it, there's like tour guides going all separate directions. He goes, fuck those tour guides. $20 a person, you'll have the best day. So I'm with my brother and my cousin Anthony. My cousin Anthony's scared shitless. And I looked at my brother and my brother's like, fuck it. I'm like, fuck it. Like, but we got our jewelry on and shit. Like, we're in fucking third world country. My boy had just gotten fucking murdered.
Yeah.
My cousin's shitting bricks. He eventually says, fuck you guys, I'm not going. Because the guy brings us to this staircase. And he's like, all right, right down here. And this staircase goes down. It looks like it's going into a black hole. And we're already at the staircase. I look back at my brother and I'm like,
nope.
We're doing this?
I didn't come this far to come this far.
Like,
and you paid $20.
Yeah,
so.
my brother's like, we're doing it. So I stepped downstairs. My brother went right behind me. My cousin Anthony told us to fuck off. I was like, I'm not doing it. We got down to the bottom of this basement, made a right. And we were in fucking
paradise.
We were in heaven. We had weed. We had unlimited fucking beer. The domino table was already set up. And I fucking swear on Jesus, I got the goosebumps. Look, am I lying? Zoom in on those. The fucking Yankee game was on TV. I was like, you fucking delivered. I was like, we got the fucking Yankee game, drinking beers. And for a fact, me and my brother busted their motherfucking ass. I know they did not see that shit coming at all. Yeah. But we were like,
it makes me proud because we taught them how to play.
You did. You get all the fucking credit.
It makes me proud to hear shit like that.
But it was the Yankee game was just the fucking boop. Chef I was like, yo, the Yankee game's on. I had the fucking Yankee hat on and everything. They already knew the deal. They were fucking ready to put the Yankee game on. But it ended up being the greatest day. We got drunk, smoked some weed, and played dominoes for 4 hours.
A buddy of mine came here the other day. Shout out to him. He went to Italy and he went to go enjoy himself out there.
Wax just got to go too, man. My wife's been having a
beautiful time. And before he left, in his Jamaican accent, because he's Americanized, but he is Jamaican. Brethren, I don't understand the domestication of dogs in the United States. Yo, he had me rolling for a good 20 minutes. He was like, dogs are outdoor animals. They don't need to be in the home.
Oh, there's a lady at the indoor pickleball that brings her dog every night. She's been there every night I've been there. It's a fat, gorgeous Frenchie, but he just sits in the stroller. He's got a fan on him.
The funniest shit was when he said, I don't understand the licking of the face. The dog just had his tongue in his asshole. Why is he licking your face?
It's funny too, because when you go to the islands, dogs are just all
like
over
dogs.
the
Dogs
streets.
are everywhere.
Literally, they just come up, lick you, eat your food, bye, and they're on their fucking way.
Yeah. He said,
it's literally like the secret life of pets.
I saw the craziest shit. I said, what did you see? He said, I saw a lady put like footies on a dog because it was too hot to walk on the concrete.
I've seen that.
My brother did have to do that for the
Arizona.
dogs, but
Listen to me.
That's really common.
He's logic. The dog is smart enough not to walk in the hot weather.
No, listen. I mean, my dog won't go outside if it's raining. He will literally
Oh,
hold
my
it.
Lord.
He said the dog
Hold
will
on.
find shade and walk later.
Nope, no good. I go back.
Yo, that shit had
It
me
is
dying.
it is funny because it's some people listen.
It's
I'm
intense. Some
I'm
people are like too much.
100% against animal cruelty and not with that
No, of
shit. at all.
course.
Yeah.
But some people take the opposite approach of animal hospitality to a whole new insane.
I think sometimes
It gets
people
out
are
of
done
hand.
with this because, like, especially the ones that, like, why would you bring a husky to South Florida? Like,
Yeah.
that dog does not need to be here.
And then it's like, oh, it died at 6 years old from a heat stroke. Oh, I fucking
No
said it.
shit.
I almost
Yeah.
died yesterday from a heat stroke. I'm still holding on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Some
well,
people- some people just-
that's the thing. Like, I love dogs. And anybody that knows me knows that I love dogs. My wife loves dogs. A few months ago, she randomly brought another dog to the house. I had to find a fucking way to
Rachel.
get rid of the fucking dog because we couldn't. We have 4 dogs already. I was like, we cannot have 5. Yes.
Yeah.
Bless you, child.
So we love our dogs. Our dogs stay inside our house. They're not outside all the time. And I let my dog lick my face. I don't care.
Oh,
It is what it is.
Oh,
I'm not fucking with the whole stroller dog. No,
Not yet.
that to me,
Not yet,
dude.
not yet.
I've always had dogs.
You
And
got
I've
big
always-
dogs?
I have one medium size, and then the other ones are tiny.
But you're not stroller.
But I had a Saint Bernard for
That's a
4
big
years,
fucker.
and then he passed away last year. But
Great dogs.
he was. I love it. It's my second one. I had one when I was a kid. My wife always wanted one, so that when I told her when we get a house with a yard, we'll get one.
One
and
dog I want.
He was
I want-
basically-
So not even a month of moving into our house, she's like already online. And like I found it.
Why?
I found it.
Rachel's still sending me pictures every single day because Giabella wants another dog, but she doesn't even take care of the first dog ever. She hasn't even fucking gave the dog a bowl of water in 3-4 years.
That's the point. He was like, dogs here in the United States are so pampered and domesticated that they're no longer dogs. They're almost
Right.
like children.
No,
Yeah,
And that was the point he was
there's
trying
no
to
limit.
make.
Yeah.
Esco's trained now. He had the shock collar on forever, and
I remember.
I actually had
he's fucking MacGyver. I'm
I actually had a
breaks at
friend of mine
everything,
today
lets himself in that house.
on his
Took his
fucking
thing
ring surveillance footage watching his dog while he was getting a haircut. I said, what the fuck are you doing? He's literally watching his dog while he's getting a haircut. I'm like, why are you watching the dog?
Oh, I gotta send you a video to plug in. I had a big ass yote in my backyard, fucking coyote, size of Esco.
Yeah, they have a ton around here in the area.
size of
Coral
Esco.
Springs,
My cousin,
yeah.
and it was funny because my cousin made a joke that morning. My cousin who does my lawn service was like, "Fucking at everyone's houses, I'm scared to do your house. You got a fucking yote in your backyard." I was like, "I've
Jesus.
seen him." I was like, "I've seen him, but I haven't
Was
seen
he
him."
trying to find the forerunner with the road runner?
Hey, I
Dude.
was like, yo, I haven't seen him in a while. That same motherfucking day, we must spoke that shit into existence because
He
Rachel
showed up?
calls me and goes, check the cameras on the right side of the house at 3:31. Sure enough, I went to the cameras, playback 3:31. Motherfucker walked right in front of my trampoline, right around my backyard, almost into my neighbors. And Rachel had a stare down with this motherfucker. He wasn't scared at all.
If you have
She
small
was-
dogs, you can't just leave
She was
them
in the
out. You
truck.
gotta
She was
watch
in the
out.
truck. Got out of the truck. and
They'll yoke him up. They'll take him.
Yeah.
Oh
I
yeah,
didn't know that for real.
I mean, I think Esco could definitely hold his own. He's a big boy.
I'm
Yeah, I wouldn't
pretty
want-
sure.
you're
I'm pretty
not-
sure there was one in my
wouldn't
side
want to
yard
fight him.
where I let my dogs out, and because I let the medium-sized dog with the other one, he scared him because he'll go after. He doesn't.
Yeah,
give a fuck.
no. A friend of mine was like, they're like non-territorial type down here. So like, if you were to run up on it, it would take off.
Yeah, yeah.
And he's like, if your dog ran up, he'd probably take off also
Right.
with the dog,
They will.
which is good to know.
But if it's a
because
small dog, they see
a
it as
small
a
dog, I
prey.
don't know.
Yeah,
If they
they'll
feel like
take
they
it.
can
They'll
win, I
take
feel like
it.
they're gonna
Yeah.
stand ground. But
So hopefully tomorrow, EJ and I will be taking off. Cross my fingers. Hopefully we'll be taking off and go to the Dominican Republic to drop EJ off. I want to give a shout out. And I know the airline gets a bad rap, but I want to give a shout out to some of the people that do work for the airline. I'm going to tell a funny story. So they wouldn't allow me to go past TSA with EJ's bats. Even though I went past the checkout or the check-in line with EJ's bats. But they didn't tell me to check it in. So I'm thinking, okay, I'll just put the bats in this book bag, we'll go through. They told me, no, you can't get past this is it. So I was at a point where I'm like, fuck it, I'm just throwing away the fucking bats, right? I don't care. I'll get
I
bats
need to
when
get
I
on
get
this
the
fucking
door.
flight
I need to get on this
2:01.
flight. It's fucking 1:30 in the morning. I need to get on the
Right.
fucking flight. So sure enough, the TSA guy, he's cool as shit. He's like, look, I don't want you to throw out those bats. I know he needs them. I'm going to walk you back to the front, see if they can check them in. I'm like, dude, my flight's going to leave. He's like, don't worry about it. We'll skip the line, whatever.
Motherfucker
This and
knew your
that.
shit was canceled.
So no, listen. So he walked to the front, right? And the lady at the desk is telling me, no. So, of course, listen. So, of course, some of the other ladies like, what's the problem, sweetie? What's the problem? I'm like, man, look, my 14-year-old son needs these bats to go to DR. The guy was nice enough to bring me back over here. He's like, can you help me out? The lady's like, let's see what I can do. The lady literally goes in the back, gets a box, breaks the box in half, right? Yeah, so the box is in the long way now. Puts the bat inside of the box.
Tapes it.
Saran wrap tapes the shit, right? Puts stickers on it and throws it in the conveyor. And she's like, nope, they'll be there. Don't worry about it. They'll make it, right? So sure enough, I take care of them. I tip them. I tell the guy at TSA, man, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. You know what I'm saying? I know the airline gets a bad rap, but the people are fucking nice. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the people are dope.
Flight get canceled.
No, but the flight gets canceled.
Bro, we go to get
our luggage came out right away.
That's funny. Fast as you got your luggage back.
No, but I'm surprised you made it on the plane. But Dad, tell him how much my luggage weighed.
40.5. And it's supposed to be 40. No.
No, they moved it. No, they moved it from 50 to 40. No.
Yeah. Well, some airlines went the opposite way. Went from 40 to 50.
Yeah.
So it depends on where you fly.
But it was because I was the one that had to drive.
You like that? I overpack, so I'm always on that brink.
I was kind of scared because when I was coming back home, obviously I checked in one bag. And my mom told me it was 50, so I was like, okay. But I didn't have but when I got there, it was 40, so I was like,
oh shit.
Oh God. So, when you check in your bag, you like wait before you put the thing on it. I just was holding up a little, and I was like, okay. And then I went up to the person, and she's like, thank you.
Yeah, man, I'm an overpacker big time. If I'm going for 6 days, I'd bring like 12 to 15 hours.
So I told David before the show started, with all the flight cancellations and the rescheduling and this, that, and third, I'm down about $2,300 and I haven't even made it to DR.
Literally, we drove, right? And I drove the car back home, whatever, right? So I'm driving, I tell them bye, whatever, hug them. I get home. But literally, I get home, park the car, I told my mom I'm home. She's like, okay, good, whatever. She was wide awake, mind you, because there was already a problem.
Yeah, she's making sure they get the fuck out of here.
And I was like, you're up? It's like 12:30. Yeah, I'm up. Okay, I leave, right? I'm laying in bed, whatever, I'm sleeping. I kept my phone. I normally, when I go to bed, I put my phone on silent because I want to go to bed. There's just something, I was like, let me keep it on. So I go to sleep, and my phone's, I'm like, oh. And then I answer, it's Dad. Our flight got canceled. Stay up for an extra 30 minutes. We're gonna see what we're gonna do. I was like, okay. So I said.
So shout out to Lalo. I was gonna go to Lalo's crib, stay at Lalo's crib, so I wouldn't go home. Mm-hmm. But then when I realized I couldn't book EJ and I on the next flight right away because I had to be on the phone to book EJ's flight, I was like, fuck it, I'm just going home. But Lalo answered the phone. Lalo was like, yo, come through, I'll leave the door open.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, no problem.
But the thing was, he called Lalo before this all even happened. It was like, look, like, my flight already got pushed back, so if I'm at your house at 3 a.m., keep your phone on.
So two things I don't ask people to do. I was like, don't ask me to pick you up from the airport or help you move. There's just two things they're off the table. We could be best friends in the world. That's just two things that are off the table with me. And I like to be open and upfront about it.
And I'm going to ask you for both one day just to make sure that you
I will get you an Uber from the airport. I will be the best fucking Uber company I can find.
Well, that's going to conclude our episode for today. Make sure you click, like, subscribe on all podcast platforms and on YouTube.
Go to
EnasiaColon.com. Go get all of your merch, ENASIACOLON.com. This show is brought to you by KD Power Greens, our microgreen farm, owned by EJ, Enasia, David, and his kids. Two more
your neighborhood
open
pushers
farms.
right here.
Two more open farms in July. We're looking forward to it. All of the footage will be on Instagram. Shameless plugs.
Stanley!
Avion, Stanley, Arizona Iced Tea, kombucha. Sony, please.
Apple.
Sony, I want Sony.
Air France.
I want Sony.
Oh wait, and Funko Pops, please.
Shout out Air France. I need that flight.
Later, guys. Later. Oh, one more. Sorry, you could clip this. Drip Toronto. Shout out to I think it's Teaching the Six. Teaching the Six and Drip Toronto and Nat. You guys did an amazing thing today with the kids donating sneakers. Yep. We appreciate you guys so much. Great job. Thank you. Love you guys.